Over the last few weeks and months, I've been seeing a little known method that small creators have been using to absolutely blow up their accounts. Like seriously, I've been seeing this work over and over again, regardless of what level they are. So in this video, I'm going to run through what this method is so that you can go out and implement it yourself and actually start seeing some real results online. And I want to be clear at this point. This isn't some generic YouTube advice that you've heard a million times before. This is a repeatable method that anyone can put into place, works in any niche, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. However, I will say that you'll need the full 3 pieces of the puzzle to actually make the method work. So make sure you watch this video in its entirety. Okay, step number 1. And this is a problem that not many people talk about, that small creators have all the time. So let's say that you post a video and it's full of value, it's really good quality, it actually helps people, and you're getting maybe 7 views. And then a very similar video that gets posted by another creator has 1 million views. People, when they're scrolling on YouTube, on Instagram, and they see that video with 1 million views and then they see yours, they're unfortunately gonna automatically assume that the video with more views and more engagement is automatically being a better video, which is obviously not necessarily the case. But it is an unfortunate truth that we all need to admit and accept. So once we have accepted that, you need to use this to your advantage. You need to lean into your newcomer status. We need to be very open and honest about the fact that we are just starting. These are our first few videos, and that's okay, because do you know why? I'm closer to you than someone that's got millions of views and millions of followers. And I'm still taking action and making this work. That goes a long way, and it's very powerful for people that are trying to engage with you, like, know, and trust you. If you're closer on your journey, only 1 or 2 steps ahead of them, that's closer than someone that's making millions of dollars and is 30 steps ahead of them. So if you really lean into the fact that you're new to the space, you watch the results come in because of that very fact. Let me give you an example for this. So this is Joe Fazer's channel. Now, he's done really well. He's got loads of subscribers now, but his first ever video that he posted got millions upon millions of views. Now, people didn't click on that video when they first saw it pop up on their feed because of the video itself and who Joe Fazer was. At that point, he was a nobody. It was his first ever video, but they wanted to see what his transformation was like, regardless of what level he was at. In fact, you could tell that he was at a lower level and therefore closer to the people that wanted to watch it, and therefore it was interesting, and then the views snowballed from there. They didn't click on the video because they knew it would be a perfect, polished video. They wanted something real, something raw. And you can see, even though that was quite a few years ago now, the trend at the moment in 2026 is very much the same again. People are bored with the overly polished, over-edited, over-production videos. They want real people in real situations, and because you'll be a newcomer, that's very much you when you first get started. Okay, step number 2, and I have talked about this in other content that I filmed and posted over the last few months because it works like absolute gangbusters, but it's essentially the modeling method. Now, you may already think you know what that is by the very nature of its name. You are modeling other people, and I still stand by this piece of advice. If you go and find other creators that has content that's blowing up, they've obviously stumbled upon a viral idea, and you take inspiration from that, deconstruct it, understand why it went viral, add your own personality to it, and post your own version of that content, it's highly likely that you'll also go viral. However, there is a very important twist to the modeling method that I've started seeing people doing over the last few weeks and months. And once you see it, you can't unsee it, and it's imperative that you have that. But before I go into it, let me give you some examples of the modeling method working really well. So when I first started, as with most people, my videos were getting hardly any views, and I was certainly getting hardly any followers. I was hitting my head against a brick wall, putting lots of time and effort, because I wasn't very good at the beginning, into my videos, to seeing next to no results. But as I was just using social media as I normally would and being on the online platforms, I started seeing something really interesting. There were videos that were popping up that looked super similar time and time again. It was different people, so therefore different backgrounds, different settings, but they were using the same text. And invariably they were using the same trending audio. Yes, they changed the text to be relevant to them, so they changed out their name, they changed out the amount of money that they made, but in its essence, I could see it was the exact same video. It was plain as day. So I thought to myself, well, I'm trying these videos, they're obviously not working, I'm getting minimal views, I'm getting minimal followers. why don't I just do what obviously everyone else is doing, model them, change out the name, change out the amount to be relevant to me, and get that posted. And sure enough, as soon as I did, huge views. And here's a really cool quick hack for you. I just posted the same video over and over again, updating the amount again to be relevant for that amount of money that I'd made in that month. But once you stumble upon a viral idea that yes, you've modeled from someone else, post it again and again, not immediately, not one after the other, leave it a couple of weeks in between it. But as you can see, the views kept on coming because it was a proven viral formula. But it's not just me. Let's take Harold here. He's one of my students inside of my program, and he took this modeling method and ran with it. Started going out and implementing it himself because in its essence, it's not particularly complicated, right? Find something that's going viral and essentially model it very closely and take inspiration from it. He did it, and as you can see, the sort of views that he was getting, 104,000 views from one video. And because those views gave him leads, he's now made his first amount of money online and the snowball has started. And yes, shameless plug here, but I would be amiss if I didn't. But if you would like my help and get access to my program, my community, and so we can move you forward and start getting those results online that you're looking for, there is a link in the description down below labeled Work With Me. Give that a click, watch the video, and if you're interested, come join us. Finally, let's talk about that twist in the modeling method. So if you take the modeling method in its essence and you listen to what I've just told you before and say, okay, I'm going to go and find other videos that have gone viral for other people and model it. And most people, they would instantly jump to the likes of Alex Hormozi, Mr. Beast, and those kind of really top level creators. The problem with that is those creators have huge teams, huge budget, tons of momentum behind them. And when you see a video that's gone viral from the likes of Alex Hormozi, does that mean it's gone viral because of the idea behind it or because it was Alex Hormozi that posted it? That's the issue. You can go and find those huge creators with a video that's got tons of views and you instantly say, okay, that's the video that I'm going to model, but it could be because it's Mr. Beast. It could be because it's Alex Hormozi. It could be because it's Grant Cardone, not because of the essence of the viral idea that means that when you model it, it's also going to go viral or highly likely to go viral for you. So the twist is model viral content from small creators. So do not focus on the big hitters. Find the people that have got viral views out of proportion to the amount of followers that they've got. Why? Because if someone's got 10,000 followers or even 5,000 followers, but they've got a video with 500,000 views or even 1 million views, then you know that they very much stumbled upon a viral idea. And therefore, if you model that same idea, it's highly likely to go viral for you because it went viral for them, not because of who they are. They're pretty much unknown. It went viral because of the way the video is constructed, the subject talked about in it, the hook used at the beginning, the call to action used at the end. And because you're not trying to model something from Alex or from Mr. Beast, it's way easier for you to model because it's highly likely that person with 5,000 or 10,000 followers is a heck of a lot closer to your current situation and it will be easier to model. Step number 3, quality versus quantity. So when people first get started, because I was there as well, you ask yourself that question of, do I try and put out as much content as I possibly can, or do I put out less and try and focus on the quality? Now, obviously, in an ideal world, you want to be hitting on both. But the tough part is actually getting to the point where you can do both. And the thing is, I see loads of small creators falling into this trap. They're trying to do absolutely everything. They're trying to get 3 videos out per day with amazing editing, super high quality, crazy cuts, lots of B-roll, and invariably, they will get to the point where that's just not sustainable anymore. And it was the same for me at various points in my career. I will say when I first started posting, I did go for the quantity play because I knew that I wouldn't be able to do quality videos because I had no experience in doing it. So I just said to myself, let's get as many videos out as possible. But at varying points in my career, I switched to, okay, I'm going to stop doing the quantity. I'm just going to focus on the quality. And let me tell you something, creative burnout is very much a thing. So after recovering from burning out, I went back to the quantity play. Now that doesn't necessarily mean the quality was super low when I went back to that quantity play, but I realized something when I was trying to push out quite a few videos every single day, that actually my quality was just upping itself naturally. You get better the more that you do it. Practice makes perfect. We've all heard that before, and it is very much the case. When you start doing it more and more, and you're picking up your phone or your camera and you start filming yourself, it becomes second nature that you understand lighting better. You understand framing better. You understand hooks better in their essence. Everything comes from upping your output. If you're brand new to this and you're just starting out on your journey, don't try and be absolutely perfect when you first get started. Just focus on the quantity play and everything else will just fall into place by itself. And don't get me wrong, I know that this sounds super cliche, but me using this exact method that I've just ran through with you in this video, in this exact order, is exactly what changed my life with content creation. Now, if you want to dive deeper into the monetization side of content creation, because once we've got content, that's great and everything, but we also need to make money from it, right? So go and click on this video that I've created here, where I do that deep dive and we can start moving on to the next steps. Give it a click and I'll see you there in a second.